Okay, in 3, 2, 1, and we are live again. This is Gabriel with ODE, Online Digital Education Mastery, Facebook community of teachers that collaborate with teachers to ascend the value ladder. Today is Monday, February 1st, and this is episode 84. And today I want to talk about 2021 stats that teacherpreneurs should know. And it's actually a social media stat. It's not an in-depth stat, although there's a lot of information online about, the stats that I'm about to talk about. I just want to hit home with, what the opportunity is for teachers who want to transition into, the online space, creating their own educational mini courses. And of course, taking advantage of this pandemic era because you got the experience, so why not? So let me provide you with my full disclaimer, and we'll get to that real quick. This is not a get-rich-quick program, and if you're in a hurry to get scammed, you got to get out of here. Because we don't do Bitcoin, we don't do, lotteries. We do the hard work, the high, value, highly integrous, work. So for that reason, I only work with high value educators. I cherry pick people because the one thing I want to do is minimize, competition. I mean, there's no reason for people to want to compete with each other. This is a community that collaborates with each other to help each other succeed. And I think that's more important. So this online business model is organic, meaning that you don't pay for ads. You actually build relationships of trust with people, students, colleagues, and anybody who is buying any of the educational affiliate programs or educational products that you may create, info products, if you author a book, if you're doing design, if you're doing a webinar, or if you're doing infomercials. So all of this, requires a commitment to start and grow your audience over 90 to 120 days, every day, for any shot of succeeding. And results vary due to how much work you actually model from this proven system. So I'm going to quote Dr. Carol S. Dweck, PhD, from a book that I'm reading called The New Psychology of Success. It's really a fascinating book. If you want a copy, ask me for it, drop me a message, send me a private message. And I'll send you a copy because I think it's a must-read book for educators. So 2021 stats that teacherpreneurs should know. Okay, and teacherpreneurs looking for social media stats, you can become inspired by the following data compiled by several. Okay, there's so many reputable internet sources. This 2021 pandemic year reveals that being online has become even more essential for people's lives. With social media, with e-commerce, with educational affiliate programs, and e-learning seeing significant growth. So some things to look for this year would be, for example, how teachers search for information and brands. That's changing in a big way. Or how teachers search for online audiences. That's evolving as well in a huge way. Where are your clients? Where are your students? Where do they hang out? So to put it in perspective, at least 6 social media platforms now have more than 1 billion monthly active users. I work at a Facebook because I think Facebook is the platform of choice, at least for what I'm doing, which is educational coaching and mentoring. Because it has over 2.7 billion subscribers. That's like 30% of the global population, maybe a little bit more. And they got communities. They focus on that. They focus on high value communities that you can actually build trust and relationships with real people. This is not about just liking and commenting on memes and posting, your favorite food pictures and things like that. This is actually a robust platform that's amazing. So you have like 6 of them, 6 social media platforms that have over 1 billion monthly active users. And then there's like another 17 that have over 300 million active subscribers. It's a lot of people. For an educational niche mini course, all you need is 100 students, and that's something that I keep saying because, out of 300 million people, you can generate 100 students based on a niche. Out of 1 billion, yeah, you can definitely acquire, 100 students and provide them with a high value, educational 30-day mini course, that'll give them something to strive for. However, this doesn't mean that teacherpreneurs should focus solely on these larger platforms. Rather than focusing on all their attention on reach, okay, it's time for teacherpreneurs to explore other factors, such as the specific engagement opportunities that are available on more niche platforms. There's a new one that just came out. I'm not privy to it yet because it's on iPhone, and I work on an Android. So they're working on that this year, and it's called Clubhouse. And it's really an amazing platform with social media because you're allowed to be able to go and create a live environment, a room, virtual room, invite people, and you could be the host of a topic and have a conversation with a friend or a colleague or whoever, a student, as others watch and ask questions. And from there, you can exert whatever your educational niche is or any other topic, to gain interest in the masses. Therefore, try asking yourself this. Why do I want to serve? Or who do you want to serve? That's always a key question when you're doing an educational niche. Why do they use social media? Well, I think that's an easy question to ask, but it's in depth when you try to answer it, and there's a lot of reasons. But it's good to know as you're building or deciding on an educational niche. And then which platform or platforms will be most relevant to their motivations. And how can I use these channels to achieve my desired outcomes? So teacherpreneurs are first and foremost imaginative teachers. And they have created a classroom culture of creativity and reflection. So they think beyond the classroom in terms of how to make lessons meaningful. And in doing so, might see a need elsewhere that their educational niche can address. They might go part-time, okay, in the social media platform of their choice to use their other untapped skills to meet that need. The social media platform itself might be filled with your dream students congregating in communities, such as Facebook. And I mentioned that a lot because in Facebook, it's pretty much, the type of channel that you want to have to build an organic follower. So as a result, many students are spending their money on educational, niches teacherpreneurs are offering right now. And as a result, okay, the key here is this, that the teacherpreneur creates a different way of self-educating the students without leaving that social media platform entirely. Okay, their students remain in their teacher funnel and on the virtual campus. Now, you can keep them in your virtual environment in Facebook, or you can create a teacher funnel as well and channel them out of there, but you're still creating the same type of virtual campus that's still connected to your Facebook profile. So it's interesting to see the difference in focus that some teacherpreneurs seem to have when investing in online student achievement. All right, we live in an era where the internet seems to ever increase in those inside of social media platforms, okay, fixate in the self-educated and self-liquidating high-value 30-day educational niche mini courses. So this post isn't meant to debate that focus. It is meant, however, to acknowledge that there is another focus at hand, one that many are hoping becomes a more successful tool to build greater student learning. So while there are those teachers investing in evaluation and assessment, there are also those teacherpreneurs at a social media level who more and more seem to be investing in teachers' talents as a way to aid in student success. Teacherpreneurs are meant to flex other muscles while still keeping their toe in the classic educational pool. You know, the schools and the districts are recognizing that some of these new internet opportunities should be designated to allow teachers the opportunity to be advisors, trainers, developers, even leaders. It's yet another digital path aimed to aid in student development. It's another way to help meet the needs of our students on a virtual campus as well. So much like entrepreneurial endeavors, what the teacherpreneur position looks like in an educational niche is as wide and vast as those who dream up the self-educated 30-day mini courses. This allows teacherpreneurs to be the main leaders of individualized professional development. Some niches allow them to create after-school programs or enrichment workshops. Some allow those teacherpreneurs to focus on grant writing, website and curriculum design, leadership teaching, and parent outreach educational mini programs. Regardless if you have a skill set that might not be met, by remaining a full-time, teacher in the classroom, perhaps it's time to consider exploring other pathways through the profession. But don't wait for the job description to be handed to you. Sure, many educational niche programs are being created by teacherpreneurs who acknowledge that they need the support of those who are classroom practitioners. But many positions are also boiling up from the entrepreneurial spirit of the teachers themselves. And while many of these new hybrid educational 30-day mini courses are much like an entrepreneur, you may also need to figure out an alternative pathway that will permit you to remain enthusiastic about this challenging and rewarding profession of ours. It seems to be that a teacherpreneur is about dreaming. It is about making something happen for yourself so that you can be a better teacher and an overall educator. It's about reflecting on your strengths and weaknesses. It's about being collaborative with both teachers and the global internet student. So, if you want to learn more about the educational affiliate programs, ask me. I use ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels to me is one of the best educational affiliate programs right now that pays a very good commission every time you refer them. That's why I refer them. Because the platform that you create for yourself, the funnel that you create for yourself, there's a lot of other ones out there, but ClickFunnels is like the pioneer of how to get it done right. It's the only one. And if you want to monetize 5 different ways, educational niche, doing the perfect webinar, info products, e-commerce, design, if you want to do educational agency, a digital agency, an educational consultancy group, a blog, okay? These are all things that you can do within ClickFunnels instead of having to go to different places and then tying them all together. I also speak about educational affiliate programs like the Rosetta Stone, Babbel, Brain Sensei, Teachable, Coursera, Fiverr. These guys also pay you a commission while you're trying to monetize your teacherpreneur journey, as you refer this to other educators, family, friends, students who may benefit from their, products. So remember, you're magnificent. And because you're magnificent, you don't have to be thinking just brick and mortar. Now you can really think, that you can work on the internet and monetize your experience, and get that value that you so much deserve as you create a niche, an educational niche. So let me know. Leave a comment below. Come and visit me at my community. Drop me a message, a messenger, and I'd be more than happy to talk with you. If you want to do an interview, a live interview in my community, we can do that as well. Okay, 688 teachers is what I'm looking to help over the course of this pandemic year, so that you can learn how to leverage your experience and degrees to garner the mindset needed online. Come and talk to me on Messenger. I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. Come and join me and see why. I'm sure you'll be happy that you did. So, signing out on Monday, February 1st, 2021. This is episode 84. And we just spoke about 2021 stats that teacherpreneurs should know. Have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you. Thank you, and bye-bye.